It is Saturday and I've just woken up, as you can probably see, and it's nearly 8:30, which was not part of my plan today. I have heaps of eBay to do today. My husband is actually at work on a Saturday, which only happens once a year. So I thought I'd take advantage of today and get a lot of work done. So I'm gonna have breakfast and my coffee, and I'm gonna take you with me because there's a lot to do today. And he should be home around midday. So I've got a couple of hours. He'll probably be busy this afternoon anyway, so I'll probably get a little bit more done. But my plan is to get my eBay room organized, to sort through my current stock. I need to get listings up for next week. I also need to do some accounting, and I need to do some shuffling of my storage actually. That's probably the number one thing that I need to do, and I hate doing it. So I'm also gonna head to Bunnings probably later tonight, like this afternoon, and get another set of racking as well. So a few bits and pieces going on today, so let's go. I went to Toowoomba on, what day was it? I think it was Thursday or Friday. And I found this little bakery that does like all these pastries and stuff. I ended up getting the best sausage roll I've ever had in my life. And I actually got this bread as well. It's like olive and rosemary bread. It's so good. So it's been my breakfast lately. And with poached eggs, it has been so good. I have a little trick to my poached eggs. Before I put them in, I make like a whirlpool in the water. And then when you put the eggs in, the eggs don't stick to the bottom. And pretty much the time it takes to cook my bread is the time that the eggs are ready. So, looks pretty good. Question is, are they perfect? Every time, guys. Every time. All right, I've got some real clothes on so I can start my day. I'm gonna show you what I'm working with, and I feel like I'm always on here when this room is absolute pigsty, but that is just my reality. It goes in cycles. Sometimes this room is just like absolutely mint, which it was probably about 5 days ago. I've had a few sourcing opportunities since then, and because they've been a little bit back to back, I've not been sorting and inventorying as I've been going. So they've been long days. So yeah, that's just what happens. But that's what I have today. And I'm not going sourcing next week. I'm at work next week. So Monday I'll be in here working. Tuesday I'm at work. I work Wednesday, Thursday. I'm on night shift. So really the next opportunity for me is next Friday. So there's a bit of time to get this space organized, but I'm hoping to have it organized today, and I mean, I always hope to have it all processed, but it might not be the case. So anyway, let me show you what I'm currently working with. Alrighty, this is it. It is a little bit of a mess. So I have all of this stock. This is all new stock, believe it or not. I know, looks terrible. That needs to get inventoried and processed. I have a few items over here that you can see that just haven't been photographed. The things on that rack are all linen and they need a really good steam. So they've been put to the bottom of the pile. If we move across here, I just have bags from sourcing randomly on the ground, some boxes I haven't used, stock that needs to get put away. And I think I mentioned that, you know, my racks need a little bit of sorting out at the moment. So I've kind of been putting off putting them out, but I need to, and then shuffle from there. I need to update my board. It's still on April. So that's a job for today too. And my workbench has just got crap all over it. So yeah, there's a bit to do. While I'm in the process of showing you my bomb shot sites of areas in my life, I'm going to show you the garage because it as well is bomb site from life, but also from eBay. So I'll bring you out here and I'm going to show you what it's currently looking like, because This is a project my husband and I have been talking about doing for the last month. If you're new here and you don't know, we built this house. We've been here for like 18 months, but when you build an acreage house, everything costs a fortune to do. So we just recently got like a gravel garage, or a driveway, which means we can get into the garage, but I haven't been because this space is a mess. So it needs to be completely reorganized and set up. My eBay space is fine. It just needs a shuffle. I need more shelves. But we'll probably maybe get to this next weekend. I'm going to get some shelves today and at least do like my eBay side. But yeah, I'm just going to show you because... All right, here we go. So our own shoes, personal shoes. This is just, what is even down here? We have just empty boxes. We have our grocery bags. We need to get a hook to put in here. My husband has some like dry stuff. I've got a gym bag that's never been opened since we've lived here. I've got containers left over from when I moved systems. I've got some boxes there as well, extra large ones that I don't use very often. We have a spare fridge in here that only has a couple of things in it. Some pool stuff, a random huge ass pot that we're yet to use. Even my husband has his waders in here. If I turn around here, this is what I used for a project I'm actually doing in the house. I'm painting our spare room. But it's been really good for shuffling this board randomly. So I think I need some kind of like maybe movable or like collapsible table in here. That'd be great. And then here's all my storage, and that's like our, we have some power equipment and stuff on there. So this shelf is going to get moved. It's going to get moved to over here, I think. And then I'll have another spot for some stock here. I think I'm going to keep my shoe setup pretty similar down here. But getting another rack will give me another, what's that, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll have another 4 shelves there, plus I'll have a spare one for down here, I think. So I've managed to shuffle just this first one the other day. As you can see, there's some space down there, but these other 2 racks haven't been done. And I don't understand why, but I really, really hate doing this job. So I just put it off, and then obviously the stock sits in my room and in my eBay room, and yeah, it just makes it a little bit more manic. So I think because it's a job that I hate, I think I need to start here today. I'm going to grab my coffee and just come in here and get this done. That way I can bring in that other stock. And then when I have the new shelving, at least I will know, how much room I have in regards to sourcing. So that's the plan. All right, I have my coffee. It's 8:56. Let's see how long this takes me, because it will take me a while because I hate it. Anyway, let's go. All right. I just realized I forgot my tape, so I'm going to go do that. One of the issues that I found with this system was that I'm putting my numbers up the top of my bag and just kind of folding these over and putting them in. As things get moved or like the boxes get empty, they fall over and kind of splay open, which isn't really working for me. So I'm just putting like a tiny little bit of tape so that they stay together in the boxes. And I don't really know how it took me so long to figure out to do that. So I'm just going to go get my tape. So all my new items, I'm doing this method, but some of the older, I guess, ones, I just, obviously didn't do it. So when I see them as I'm doing it, I'm just trying to get them organized. So it is a little bit of a process, but it makes my system work a lot better if I don't have things falling out. So the aim of the game is to condense these so much that I end up getting space and boxes back. So when I did it on the other day, when I did the first one, I managed to get 2, spare boxes and condense it down. And I can already see I've obviously sold something because there's a massive hole here. So I really should just condense that down now to give me more room. But it means moving all these 5. So, and I don't want to do this already. So I'm probably just going to keep going. And that can be on the next shuffle. I think one of the good things about shuffling items too is that, well, with them not being taped up, I can actually see what's in the bags. And it gives me a little bit of a push motivation to chuck a few things on sale, especially in these like earlier boxes. So lately I've been selling a few from there, which has been really great. So at least some things are moving, not being on sale. But we're coming up to, it's May. So we're coming up to the end of the financial year. Stock take is coming, God forbid. So the more I can move out, the better. And I'd rather start early. So I did start putting some markdown sales on my store, must be about 2 weeks ago. And I'm hoping that I move a bit of stock. I'm holding more stock than I have, I think, any other year. My revenue has gone up this year. So yeah, I really need to clear out some of this. And as you can see, I don't have the biggest space. So at the moment, I think my store has about 550 items across shoes, clothes, bags. My bags are stored in my eBay room, books. So I don't have a never ending kind of storage space, even though my setup is mint. I'm very happy with it. But I also don't want to get that big. So I really want my items to sell quicker, so that I can get new stock and keep moving. But that's all of our dream. Doing this is also a sore reminder that the things that you thought would sell really, really quick sometimes don't. I've got a dress here. It's actually Mrs. Zimmy, which if you sell women's clothing, I think it's definitely slowed down. You used to list something, especially in the Facebook groups, really quickly and it generally sell, when now it's quite stale. But one of the dresses that I did pick up had recent sale comps. This one's in a really good size, really good color. So I think I spent $10 or $15 on it. I thought that kind of a no-brainer. It had 100% sell through at the time. But I obviously missed the window because it's still here. I'm not concerned. It will sell, but yeah, just Mrs. Zimmy, you've got to be very, very careful with these days. So once I've done all the taping, this is not going to be as tedious in the future. It's just literally moving items instead of having to tape them. So it's probably another barrier to why I've been putting this off, knowing that I really needed to deal with it as I went. And as you can see, I'm only up to the second bloody row on this one. It's time consuming. First box. Second box. Rows now. had a little bit of an audio issue here, but I am explaining that I'm a little bit overwhelmed and I actually don't know where to start in this room. But I decided that I'm going to start with one side and clean that up, and hopefully it'll make me feel better about the rest of the room and what I need to do today. Okay, one side's tidied up. I have a few things that I've either photographed or haven't, and they're just sitting there that I think I want to process like fairly soon, just so that I can put them away. But I know I've got shoes over here too, so I think I might just process what's over here and then do a bulk run of photos of all the little stuff that aren't clothes. So feeling a little bit better. This corner is making me anxious, so I don't know, it's going to take me a little while to do. So if you watch my videos before, you know that I generally inventory and I do all my measurements at the same time. So I think I'm just going to sort everything, and then yeah, I'll have to inventory it all. It's just what's going to happen. So I think the pile looks worse than what it is. I think once it's up on the rack, I'll be like, oh, that's all, I need more stock. So, but just having it there in a big pile, just, I don't like it. Anyway, I'm gonna fix it. And I might actually show you a few things, because the pile looks crazy, as in you can't obviously see what's in there, but I managed to get a few kind of sneaky pieces over the last kind of 2 weeks, and they're a bit fun and they have some nice profit. So as I'm going, I might show you a few things, yeah, give you an idea of what I'm selling at the moment. Okay, so I've just sorted everything into piles, but I thought I would show you some shoes. So I don't know how many pairs are here, but I've been doing okay lately with some shoes. First ones are these beds. These were only $6.50 from a Country Lifeline. These are in really good condition, as you can see. So I think I'll get probably above 100 for those. I found some rollies at Augie's. These ones have a little bit of sole wear, but in pretty good condition otherwise, and they're only $4. And I think they're a size 39 or 38. I can't see, but they were an okay size. I went to a Lifeline not in my area, and I ended up getting 3 pairs of shoes. I got these New Balance. I think these are the 327s. They're only $5. And I was hoping they'd be my size, but they're a size 9. I grabbed these Frankie 4s. These are the poly. These are a size 12. So that was kind of the reason I got them. I did pay up. They were $30. There's also another pair. Oh, these On Clouds. I have not picked up On Clouds. I never find them, or they've just got absolute burn. These ones are in good condition. They are a smaller size, but I did some comps and they looked pretty good, so I grabbed those. What else should I show you? These are a bit strange, so let me show you these. These are some Crocs. They're like fisherman Crocs. I don't know, but they were only a couple of dollars, so I grabbed them as well. But yeah, I like selling shoes, and the profit here is pretty nice. So okay, I'm going to process these and move on to the next thing. Okay, in true live fashion, I am pivoting. I've decided that I'm going to go out. The shoes have been processed. I haven't done the clothes yet, but I'm changed and I'm going to go to Bunnings. I only have my car today and I kind of forgot about that. So I'm hoping the racking will fit. But yeah, I'll take a tape measure and I'll figure it out. I need to get some tape anyway from Bunnings, so I'll run past there. yeah, I might hit one op shop, maybe I shouldn't, but maybe I will. So I've got a few just general errands to do as well. So I'm gonna pop out now. I'm kind of in a bit of a lull state. Like I'm not being that productive. So I figure if I go out, hopefully I'll come home and I'll have a bit of a renewed sense of just like getting some stuff done. So let's go. I never come to this up shop and was driving past, so I'm gonna have a quick stop in and see if there's anything good. So I went to the main shoe section here and I found these pair of Diminia red shoes. They were very cool. This brand does sell. I've actually never picked it up before, but good sell-through rate, but they're a little bit beat for me to pick up. I also saw these really cool Vinty Jeffrey Campbell sides, but Jeffrey Campbell doesn't sell as well as it used to, so I left these behind as well. So I saw this jumper and it was a brand I wasn't familiar with. So I thought, given the price that they had priced it at, it might be worth something. But no, it was a nothing brand. However, I did find this Sportscraft jumper. I am a bit particular with Sportscraft, but this was merino wool. So this one came home with me. I also saw this review dress, and review is just so hit and miss with me. I have a lot of trouble selling it in my eBay store, but it was very cute. Okay, so I ended up getting these Frankies, even though that they don't have insoles. So they're in really good shape, like a tiny little bit of rub there, and I have insoles at home. So I ended up paying $10 for these, and I think I'll chuck them up for about $100. Sell-through rate's great. I think I saw that there was 4 listed and there was like 10 sold, something like that. I'll chuck it up. And I also got the merino wool jumper by Sportscraft. I'm a bit more picky with Sportscraft now, but this one was 100% merino, and it's a medium, so, and it's new. Like it's brand new. So I grabbed that one, and I ended up getting the review dress. $9. I still think I can get over $50 for it. It's a size 10 and I did pay $9. But the main reason I got this one was the style. So it's midi, it's pleated, it's long sleeves, winter kind of season, and brown is also in. So that was kind of the reason around that one. I did R because yeah, review is just so hit and miss now. But I recently sold a skirt. So for good money, I think. So anyway, yeah, I picked it up and I'll just, hopefully it sells, and yeah. So I am going to head to Bunnings now. I wasn't supposed to stop here. Okay, so I'm here at Bunnings and it doesn't look like they have the shelf that I normally use, which is usually this pinnacle shelf, but the width is normally like 900. So I see one kind of up here, and I think that's what I'm gonna have to do, but the lugs in the sides are different, so it's gonna make it a bit difficult. So the one I'm gonna have to get is this one, and if you saw my kind of where all our tools were, that is the same one as this. So I'm probably gonna have to use it and disassemble the third racking that I have and replace it with these ones, because I can't get like the 5, like I'm missing a shelf there. So it's a bit of a bugger, but I think I'm gonna grab 2 of these today and then see how I go when I'm at home. And maybe I'll need to buy another one, but these ones are only 54, whereas all of the other alternatives are like over 100. So I'm only in for $100, which isn't too bad. So I ended up getting some tape for my gun as well, and I thought I'd grab some shrink wrap for some of the books that I'm selling so that I can keep them all together in my cupboard. So see how that goes. It's only $9. Yeah, Bunnings is done. I need to get out of here before I spend more money. Okay, I'm at the op shop that I plan to stop at. I have a $20 kind of loyalty card to use, so I'll see what they have. What the actual These are just ruby shoes and they've got $36 on them. Okay, so I found nothing in there, which, I mean, I didn't dig, but I keep coming here and it just doesn't deliver. So I don't know why I do that. So as you saw, those shoes were ridiculous and then they just had crap. The store has started to get reorganized. I actually talked to the regional manager at one of the Lifeline events recently and she said she's working on this store, which is great because they need to work on it. It's not great. The prices are all over the shop. The store itself is generally pretty dusty, and they just, like, old stock just stays forever. Like, they don't do a clean out, they don't do sales very often. So yeah, anyway, that is it. I'm not doing any more today. I need to go get groceries, go pick up a few. Okay, I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. I'm home and I really can't be bothered doing what I've got to do. Some days are just like this, but I have to do some of this because I've got no listings for the next couple of days. So I've got nothing scheduled out. Normally I'm at least a week in advance, but just due to being out so much last week, I'm not prepared for this week. So, and I'll have no time. So I've got to get into this. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a coffee and I'm just going to do an hour of power. That's the plan. I'm going to try and just do an hour, no interruptions. I'm actually going to chuck my phone on time lapse so that I actually can't touch it. So coffee first and then work.
5 minutes. Counting down.
I thought I would show you this one. If you haven't heard of this brand before, let me just cut off the tag so that you can see it. So this dress is by the brand Alquima, if that's how you pronounce it. This dress itself, so this style, as you can see, it's crushed, has these little pockets down the bottom. This dress is a staple by Alquima, and this one, even though it's a smaller size, it's a size 0, I'll just show you the tag there. I've sold this dress, I would say like half a dozen times, and I usually get over $100 for it. So I did pay up. I paid $20 for this one, but I'm not really concerned because I know it will sell. I'm going to show you this one as well. Probably can be from a mile away, but this is a Gorman dress. It's a collab with Monica. This one I actually done a little bit of research since that first time, and this exact dress has 0 listed, 2 sold, and up of $160. So I'm probably going to price it around there. Being a small size, probably going to take a little bit longer, but if I get, you know, over $150, I'm pretty happy with that. So we'll see how it goes. I'm going to share this one with you as well because I'm learning, so I thought we could learn together. This dress I found in my local Bunnings. It doesn't really give you a lot with it all tied up, but it's this maxi dress. It's purple, and I had never heard of this brand before. So it's Erica Penna. I think it's a brand that's probably from the States. I haven't done too much research. I'd never heard of it, so I decided just to do some comping. And I was really surprised. So I was just having a look. The sell-through is not perfect. There's 87, actually let's filter it down to dresses. So there's 67 dresses at the moment for sale. This is all lengths, although it looks like she mostly does maxi lengths. The pricing is kind of all over the place and mostly in America, but I can't see anything less than like $130 for a maxi dress, but it goes all the way up to like nearly $600. So I'm just gonna go solds. So there's only 13 sold. So not the best sell-through rate, but there's a few here that have sold. There's one for 500, another one for 200, another 200, 190, 180. Yeah, so a very, very surprising find. I don't know how this one's gonna go. Don't think from memory I spent a lot of money on it, so it's a good little thing to kind of test out and see if it's a brand that I want to pick up in the future. I'm going to quickly talk about this item. So just a regular kind of corporate midi skirt. This one is by Veronica Main, which is a brand that you'll see quite often in the op shops. This one's a great size, it's a size 16. And I found that bottoms with Veronica Main sell so much better than tops, and also dresses. For some reason, I don't know if it's just my store, you guys might have a lot more luck, but Veronica Main dresses like do not sell for me. And I've got some really, really nice dresses in my store, but nothing. Whereas the plain kind of corporate-y styles, pants, black skirts sell really well. So I don't know, have a look. I haven't looked at the sell-through rate. I just know that I've sold a lot of these and they are, you know, a staple in my store. So. Okay, that is pretty much our up. And I still got plenty here to process. So as you can see, I'm slow. It does take me time to do all this. I mean, once it's done, it's great because I can literally just sit down at my computer wherever because I have absolutely all the information that I need to list. But yeah, it's a time-consuming job, and because I research as I go, it takes it longer. So it's just my process. I know a lot of people will photograph and do their measurements there with rulers, especially if they do flat lay, but I don't do flat lay. I pretty much just use a mannequin, so it's not really an option for me unless I change my whole structure. So even though when I have a lot of stock, this takes a lot of time, once it's done, it's done. So I think I'm gonna go maybe for another half an hour and see if I can just knock all this out. So let's reset this. 30 minutes. Let's see if I can get the rest of this done. This one's a bit of a fun find. This one is by, you probably can't see, Isabel Morant Etoile. I totally said that wrong, but this one I found at St. Aug's on the tables. So at this kind of monthly event, they have a boutique section, and then they just have tables full of clothes as well. So I didn't have any luck in the boutique last week. Their prices can be a little bit high, so they do a lot of half price sales, and that's when it's worth going, but it was just regular last week. So yeah, didn't find anything in the boutique, but I managed to find this one on the table. So this one is in fairly good condition, and tops will probably go for somewhere around, I don't know, $80 to $150. So I'll do a little bit more research on this one, but I might just list it around there and just have offers on. So yeah, good designer to look out for. I'm done. The timer went off about 30 seconds ago, but I'm done. So it took me an hour and a half to do what's on that rack, which you probably think is crazy, but I'm not sure exactly how many items are here, maybe 40, but it's done, and honestly, my day is done. I'm done. I have done enough today. I'm just not in the mood, and I'm just trying to self-motivate. So I'm probably going to draft some of these items tonight, probably sitting on the couch with a glass of wine. But that's it for today. So thank you for joining me. I'm gonna leave the video there. I know it's been a long video. Let me know in the comments if you actually enjoy these kind of long vlog format kind of videos, and I'll keep doing them. But yeah, thanks for watching guys, if you've stayed right to the end, and I'll see you on the next video.